Welcome back to Tony's home. Today, my mom will show you how she makes a creamy leek sauce to go with her tagliatelle. It will be our family dinner tonight. I love it. Do you want to try it? Get ready with the ingredients.
I start with the mushroom. I put the mushroom inside the pan with a little oil and spring onions. High fire. I start to load. Never to add the salt in now, because if you add the salt, the vegetable to put out the water and don't become any more crunchy, but to stay soft and white. I want you to put in wine. Choose the wine, I don't put in now. But I put the wine when around half cooking, when the pan is very hot. Now the color, if you look in the color, the mushroom is a little brown, the asparagus is very hot. Only in this moment I add the wine. Oh, you listen to the noise. Oh, this is the correct effect, what I want. When the mushroom to absorb all the wine is ready, really close to become ready. Yeah, now it's really... Che c'è, amore? Insegno a cucinare I funghi. Now it's perfect. I just add a little salt and I put in the dish. Right? I take the part. Now I have to prepare the part most important. That is the pork sauce. I add oil and leek. Become careful, because you don't have to take the curry brown, but you have to give them the taste, nice tasting. If you add the water immediately, the leek, the result is like that you boil a leek, but I don't want to give tasting with the boiler leek. So this, what I do, I roll constantly in the pan. That's when the leek don't become soft, and then choose just a little brown, because if the leek becomes so brown, have burnt taste. It is not nice. You look into that little by little to change color. Only in this point, now I have the consistency that I want to start to have good smell. This means that to start to become too cooked. I add a little water because I want soft. I want to. You have to take a leek with good cook. If you cook in a little, they have a very strong taste, and to become, you have impression that is not cooked. It's like that you prepare salad, but I don't want to prepare salad. I want to prepare sauce. For this I add the water, but just a little, and I to attend it that leek to absorb the water and become soft and cook. To Now in half cooking I add 2 grams of salt and I add the one that my favorite is, that is nutmeg. I put a big quantity because I prepare the dish for all my family this night, not only for show for you. For this I stay to prepare big quantity, but I don't use all. I try to open the lid to destroy the raw fat because I want it to become sure that it's totally cooked too inside in the middle. Now, okay, now I think that is perfect. Then I take here last passaging is that first I have to cook in my pasta. Then I have my pan, the water boiler. I just add a little salt. I prepare the fresh pasta, my fresh tagliatelle. For this, when pasta is fresh, it's very fast to cook, very fast. You have to become careful. I prepare the base. I putting in this pan a little milk with cream and the parmesan and pecorino cheese. I add to the leek. I like this. I like to look in the plate the piece of leek, but if you blend some to become too nice and more tasty, okay, these are ready because to become is to start to stick in the pan. Then I switch off. I put my sauce in the dish. Okay. Now I put my pasta. I try. Now it's ready. Okay. I put it in the middle of the dish. Then I add some mushroom. I add a little paprika for give beautiful red color.
And this is the way the finished dish looks like. Let us know in your comments below what you would improve in this recipe. And don't forget to subscribe!